What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the channel, and today's late night video at the time of recording this, we're going to be taking a look at first here Jose Martinez, as we know, who is a solid bench piece that the Mets acquired on a one-year deal heading into the 2021 season to really be a lefty killer at the plate. Unfortunately, according to Mike Puma earlier today, has a torn meniscus and he will be out of upwards of 4+ months, which is really unfortunate because if you guys don't know, Martinez has struggled with significant knee injuries in his career, and I don't know exactly how much this may derail him, but I am concerned about his future playing in the MLB. It is that serious, so wishing him the best. But because of the Mets losing this significant bench piece that looked like that he would get some at bats this year, they are trying to fill that void, and by doing so, according to John Amon here, they are one of the multiple teams that have shown interest in, yes, Maikel Franco, the third baseman depth option that was most recently with the Kansas City Royals, but was the longtime New York Mets killer with the Philadelphia Phillies. So we'll be doing a breakdown on Franco, everything there's to know about the young man's game, the current connection, if any, with the Mets that is definitely there, how serious is this connection, and what would he bring to Queens should the Mets acquire him. So as always, guys, make sure you stay all the way until the end video, find all the deets and all my thoughts on Franco, his game, and what he could bring. And if you guys end up enjoying this kind of Mets content and want to see more great Mets content like this, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, put on the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you all so much for the channel support, guys. Now let's get right into today's video. Here we have 28-year-old third baseman previously with the Kansas City Royals, that being Maikel Franco. At a strong 6'1", 225 pounds, a righty at the plate and with the glove, in the 2020 short season with his first stint with the Royals, in 60 games played, had 8 home runs, 38 RBIs, a 278 average, a 321 on-base percentage, a 457 slugging, and a 778 OPS. And throughout his career, mostly with the Philadelphia Phillies and also the Royals, in 716 games played and 2,561 at-bats, has racked up 110 home runs, 381 RBIs, a 252 career batting average, a 304 on base percentage, a 433 slugging, and a 737 OPS. Us Mets fans know Maikel Franco quite well during his time with the Philadelphia Phillies. He has a career 789 OPS in Citi Field, so he definitely knows how to hit there. And in just under 70 career games played against the Mets, has right under 20 home runs. It's between 18 and 19. And shout out to Matthew, who's a loyal subscriber and moderator here on the channel, for throwing out that statistic in today's live stream at the time of recording this. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. But yeah, Franco's been a Met killer. We know this. I remember his bombs in Citi Field like they were yesterday. And to see him outside of the NL was great this year, him with the Royals, and was really thriving with a better batting average, the highest batting average he ever had in a career season, even though it was a short stint in only 60 games. And what the seasons that really stood out, Franco, were from 2016 to 2019 with the Phillies. During that time, he had 3 straight seasons with at least 22 home runs and 68 RBIs. His career high season overall was back in the 2016 season with the Phillies, in which he had 25 home runs and 88 RBIs. So he has definitely put up some of the offensive numbers. He has struggled to be consistently on base. The average has been up and down. He hasn't been great defensively, but exactly what he would bring in the Mets is not to be your starting third baseman every day. It would be to be more of a bench piece, as we know. And in 2020, something that also really stood out to me as I was looking at more of his numbers was he was the 6th most valuable third baseman in baseball in regards to WAR, which is very impressive. I know that he wasn't making a boatload of money, but it'd still be the 6th most valuable third baseman in all 2020 for WAR is really impressive in my opinion. So I think that's great. Defensively, he's had his woes. He still gets his handful of errors. He's not a star at third baseman, let alone a Gold Glove. We all know this. But to bring depth and also look at what his role would be with the Mets should they land him, as they're showing interest. Now that Jose Martinez is out of the picture, you're bringing in Franco, and while he is a third baseman, he's not a first baseman / DH / outfielder, even though we know that Martinez really can't field. His glove is not stellar, to put it lightly. He's a guy that, as we know, can smash lefty pitching, and so can Franco. Franco had his best statistical season in 2020 by far against lefty pitchers, getting right around a 318 or so batting average. That's very strong as it is. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Franco and what he can bring to the Mets should they acquire him on a short-term deal. So the question is, are the Mets going to land him? Well, I want to throw out this here also from Tim for the Mets, basically explain that yes, there has been a connection between the two on Franco and the Mets front, but it feels unlikely at this point in time. So again, nothing is guaranteed, guys. This is currently the reports that we are seeing that the Mets are one of the multiple teams showing interest in the 28-year-old third baseman. The Orioles are another team showing interest, and they may very well land him, because there's one thing that I think will separate Franco from landing with the Mets versus somewhere else. Should the Mets show significant interest, which is what it's coming off as, not that they're losing a key depth piece on the bench and Jose Martinez that smashes lefty pitching, which is what exactly Franco would do, is also his utilization. Franco only has 36 at-bats in his career to date off the bench, and he's only 6 for 36. He has not been stellar off the bench. He's a guy that usually prefers to start. So will he take that starting role of more of a likelihood with the Orioles? It is something he very well could do. So again, there is no certainty here that the Mets are going to land Franco, but I will just say that this is in fact being reported right now, that the Mets are showing interest in him, and rightfully so after these injuries. Franco has the bat, he has the pop, he's been a Mets killer throughout his career. So let's see if he can actually come to Queens and possibly do the reversal role on the Philadelphia Phillies and the other teams within the division. It definitely would be bittersweet in my mind. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, Mets fans, would you like to see Maikel Franco land with the Mets on a short-term deal? Probably a one-year deal, I would say, nothing further than that. If it's a 2-year, then I'm assuming that there's some type of opt-out or option after the first year. So make sure to let me know your thoughts. As always, if you guys ended up enjoying this kind of Mets content and want to see more great Mets content like this, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, put on the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you all so much for the countless support, guys. It's been awesome. Expect more great live streams going forward with other games in spring training and just more great content overall, and I'll talk to you soon.